Our final subtitle for today is the Gadsden Purchase, which occurs in 1853. The Gadsden Purchase is actually not made during Polk's presidency, but it kind of goes along with the rest of the expansionism, and so we're going to talk about it here instead of later. So as we could see from our previous slide showing the Mexican cession, the U.S. has pretty much expanded to its full size. At least it's taken over almost all of the land on the continental U.S. Of course, we haven't acquired Alaska or Hawaii yet, and some of the other territories. But in terms of the continental U.S., we're pretty much at its fullest extent. So Manifest Destiny is in some ways being achieved, although, of course, America does not expand into Canada and Mexico as a lot of people want. So the Gadsden Purchase is pretty much the end of the continental U.S. expansion. So it occurs during Franklin Pierce's presidency, not during Polk's presidency. It was a purchase of only about 30,000 square miles from, again, Mexico. And this is one of the more expensive land purchases that the U.S. makes. They purchased just 30,000 square miles for $10 million, which is almost as much as they paid for the Mexican cession or for the Louisiana Purchase, which was a tremendous amount of land. So not very much land, but very expensive. And it finished the U.S. expansion on the continent, as we said. So why spend $10 million to purchase just this small strip of land at the bottom of Arizona and New Mexico? The answer is for railroads. Somebody wanted to run a railroad through that region. They didn't have that land, so they ended up purchasing it so they could run a railroad down there. That's pretty much why. So that's the end of a lot of the U.S. expansion. After this, it's going to start moving into the issues of slavery and the Civil War. So on the next slide, we have a picture of what the Gadsden Purchase looks like, and then those are the end. That's the end of our notes for today. So don't forget to take your review quiz over today's notes. Goodbye.